How about if we route it through directly through this mic? Are we working that way? The power cut has messed out around a few of my settings, so apologies for that one. Game audio is good. I can see a microphone moving. Okay. Right, this is going direct from the mic, so it's not coming through my usual method. I swear, power cuts fuck with everything. How are my volumes today? How are they? I got my internet working properly again. Also have a new streaming schedule, so if you want to check my Twitch, you can see the updated. Should be fully up to date. That's good, we'll take better than before. If I... Do you hear that though? Does the noise gate work? Because I'm not entirely sure. Let's see where I was at with my team. Okay, that's fine. We can overlook that for now. Sticky Bob. I don't know why I had Sticky Bob. Let's put that in the bag for now. Last time we were playing, we had a really shit time getting that last badge. We got the badge from Fantiana, whatever the fuck she's called. And now we are on to the next gym. Get the next badge. Which I believe is this gym. Oh no, I've already taken out Crash Awake. Have a look. Canalave City, that's where we were. We were a little disadvantaged because Paul only knows 2 moves currently because of the egg move. So I think that's what I'll do first. Let's see if I can catch another one with some decent egg moves. Although Shadow Claw's a useful one, so maybe. Hey Voodoo, how's it going? Welcome in. Right, I need to find the cavity that has Chimchar in it. Oh, this isn't a cookie. This is a rice cake. A seaweed rice cake. I wish it was a cookie. I'd like not to be chased by a Skorupi. I'm actually not in any VC at the moment. Little baby Magpie. One day I'll roll a fire starter. The fact that Abra's Trick Room was literally the thing that pulled me through that last gym, though, means I've got a hell of a lot of leveling to do for the next one. It's been a little while since I played this game, so kind of forgot what the next trainer is. What sort of gym he has. I think it might be Steel. Potentially might be Steel. If it's Steel, I need Fire Punch on Chimchar as early as possible. Otherwise, I will be struggling. At least the encounter rate for a starter in this cavern should be reasonably... I think it's like 1 in 10. And it doesn't matter if I get Chimchar or not, it's any fire starter that has Fire Punch. That's fine, have a good sleep. There's a fire starter. We'll grab a little Cyndaquil. The fact that my Abra has literally just started a battle and it's already apparently very sleepy. Nature Power. Yeah, that would happen, wouldn't it? We would get burned right there. I swear this game loves fucking with me. You're gonna take one fire move and you're gonna get burned. Oh, and because I've just hit level 40, now every time it levels, Scops will be trying to evolve as well. Nature Power is the ag move for that one, we don't really care. Fortunately, Nature Power is not what we want. It won't give us an awful lot of utility on Chimchar. I think they're at least guaranteed when you grab a starter from down here. Have at least one egg move in the first slot. We're just gonna get a God Roll and have either Thunder Punch or Fire Punch. Shit. Hey Amir on TikTok, how's it going? I'm not sure what you're quoting. Sounds like an anime. Okay, what do we have? Not dealing with any fire starters just yet. Normal would be reasonably useful, but... Ah, there's a Chimchar. I'm not sure I'll be able to hit it though, without it knocking it out. I might just have to keep throwing balls at it. Torment. Quick guard, that's... Let me change to something a little weaker against it. Facade. Facade again. Really likes that move, huh? Fire Spin. That's one that it learns via leveling. As I've been powered up by Power Up Punch, I'm not entirely sure I can throw another one at it without it knocking out. Hey Melly, how's it going? Who you calling Pokenerd? I don't see no nerd around here. I think Facade might be the egg move with that one. Gonna have to find out. After I stop everyone from evolving. Quick Guard is its egg move. Which it learns from... I swear this website is not mobile friendly. Quick Guard is learned from Hitmonchan, Hitmontop, Mr. Mime, Lucario, or Gallade. Wait, if it can learn that from Gallade, it should be able to learn... It can learn Fire Punch from Ampharos. From Ampharos, Hitmonchan, Magmar, Blaziken, or Hariyama. Means if it can learn that from Ampharos, hey, I like mobile friendly websites, means I can have it to hand, but maybe I can already teach an egg move with Ampharos. It seems Ampharos can also... Yeah, Ampharos can teach it Thunder Punch. It already has Power Up Punch, which is an egg move. Ampharos can also teach it Fire Punch. As can Magmar. Oh, which button I'm pressing? Maybe you are going insane. Let me check. I fixed it. Sometimes just looking out slightly fixes it. My RuneScape looks very weird. I seem to be playing a newer version of RuneScape where everything is chibi and you have little monsters. Right, so quick. We need to throw in Ampharos. Pretty sure I have an Ampharos with Thunder Punch. Somewhere in these boxes. It knows Thunder Punch. And Paul has a free move slot. I should also have... I need a Magmar with Fire Punch if I can. Or any of these little punch things, but they need to be in the same egg category in order to throw an egg move on. I will grab Paul back for a moment. I need to check its moves. Okay, quick tutorial on how to get egg moves on Pokemon that have already hatched. First thing is you make sure you got an empty slot on the move of the Pokemon that you want to learn it. And second, you got to make sure the Pokemon that is teaching the move to it is in the same egg group. So in this case, we got Ampharos currently in there with Thunder Punch. And all you have to do is pop both Pokemon in the daycare, run around for a bit, and eventually your little Pokemon will learn the egg move in its empty slot. It may take a while though. So don't be surprised if you have to cycle around in circles. Although, as they are from the same egg group, you will get eggs. When Dark Souls stream? I don't even think I own Dark Souls. Paul still has not learned Thunder Punch. Because Paul is lazy. Lazy Paul. You really want to see me play Dark Souls on stream? Is there an easy mode? Because I really don't want to suffer playing a video game. If I want to suffer playing a video game, I'd play Tarkov PvP. There's a reason I play PvE and chill. I relax with video games. Eventually I will get the egg. I already did try clearing Savage in Party Finder. I play video games to relax. I'll challenge myself mentally with Pokemon. But I'm not in the habit of headbutting a wall. Hey Groudon on TikTok, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day today. We are trying to get egg moves onto Chimchar. With the secondary method on an already hatched Chimchar. Turning away all of these eggs seems to be, there's always a bit in the back of my mind that's like, what if the egg you've just turned away is a shiny? Okay, let's see if... I mean, they've popped out enough eggs. Paul should have learned the move by now. Damn it. Paul, why are you lazy? Learn the damn move. There's no way I can do a gym battle without him. Also, I have a Groudon in my TikTok chat, and I think it's the wrong game for a Groudon. Although you can find a Groudon, or Kyogre, depending on which version of this you've got. So it is possible. But eventually, my lazy ass Chimchar will learn Thunder Punch, because that's how it's supposed to work. If only I could see whether it's learned Thunder Punch without having to spend 500 Pokédollars. The best Zelda game? Twilight Princess? Or you mean the Ocarina of Time news that's been floating around for a while? I am an unironic Twilight Princess enjoyer though. I kind of wish that we had a version of on the Switch or Switch 2. That would be like an instant purchase, Twilight Princess. It was actually the first game that I got when I got my Nintendo Wii back in the day. So I have memories for that one. We do already have Wind Waker. Ah, fuck. I picked up the egg. Yeah, Wind Waker is currently on the Virtual Console GameCube for Switch 2. So you can play that one whenever. But honestly, when I had a GameCube, I'm gonna be real. My family financially wasn't in like the best spot. So when the GameCube came out, I didn't have an awful lot of the top games. don't get me wrong, I had a lot of good ones. I had the Resident Evil remake and the Resident Evil 0. They were pretty good. I remember playing the hell out of them to the point where I had effectively, I think I'd broken the disc to Resident Evil 1 remake and had to buy another one. I did really enjoy Star Fox Adventures on Dinosaur Planet, and I wish that that'll come to the Virtual Console system. I mean, we have GameCube games available through the Switch 2 library, so I'm hoping that we'll get Star Fox Adventures on Dinosaur Planet, because honestly, really good game. I think it's one of those games where I don't know the Star Fox lore, because that's literally one of the only Star Fox games I played. But I feel like it got a little bit of hate for the fact that, I mean, they had a blue, half-naked, furry girl who spoke some variant of French in that game. Whereas people were taking it as some form of sexualized blue furry girl. But like, it's not really. Get your head out your ass, it's a kid's game, you know? They just wanted a female equivalent of Star Fox. Yeah, Crystal. But also, just saying, Halo has Cortana, right? So really good story as well. I like the story of Star Fox Adventures on Dinosaur Planet. You lazy ass chimchar. You actual lazy little shit. Let me double check to see if there's any items I can give it to learn the egg moves faster. Honestly, I swear it's a hell of a lot faster in Scarlet Violet, where you can just have two Pokemon play with a picnic. Also, I went to the cinema this week. Ended up seeing the Michael Jackson movie. I actually recommend that film. So if you are struggling for something to do this week or while it's on, wholly recommend going to see it. It's a pretty good movie. Same creators of the Bohemian Rhapsody one about Freddie Mercury, but I think they learned their lesson with that one. Don't get me wrong, I adored the Freddie Mercury one, seen it about 4 times in the cinema, but I felt like some of the parts were paced a lot quicker than they should have. Whereas the Michael Jackson one, they did slow down the pacing, so yeah. Have a look. Right, so according to Reddit, this particular game has restrictions on the egg moves. Which is a little bit annoying. Apparently, you can only, unlike Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and not Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, what am I saying? Unlike Scarlet and Violet, they have to be the same species exactly. So, in order for Chimchar to learn an egg move, it would have to learn an egg move from a Chimchar and not from one of the Pokemon that would breed into the Chimchar. It can learn via hatching an egg, but through this method to the daycare, it has to be a Chimchar teaching a Chimchar. Honestly, a step backward from progress, but I guess we're looking for a Chimchar that knows Fire Punch. Or Thunder Punch, either or. On the plus side, Fire Cavity, Cavity's right here, so got a volcanic cave to check. I love Vulpix. Vulpix so cute. Unfortunately, Vulpix is not something that I need though. Just doesn't have enough type coverage for a baby until it evolves. I'll grab the Torchic though, because I can't miss the Torchic. Hey Melly. I agree though, Gaben does need to release the Steam frame files. I don't think I can agree on the blue fox girl from Star Fox being hot. Not without being called a furry. I think she was a little bit too animal for me. But I can appreciate it. The aesthetics of the colour and her pelt, really nice. As a kid I thought she was cool though. I liked the tribal thing she had going on. So chat, question. Because I don't remember. I do have the game with all the characters. Was Crystal ever a playable character in Smash Brothers? Smash Bros. I know that at one point she was one of those summonable characters you can get from the little trophies. I have no problem with furries. We have friends who are furry. Lots of friends of the channel who are furries. I do not identify as a furry. I identify as a fucking problem at times. Yeah, sometimes that can be a problem. Also, anyone in chat who has a YouTube account, please go give my YouTube a... Is it a subscription, the free one? I'm trying to build that one up too, and it's a very baby YouTube channel. Gonna need a little bit of activity on there, if you could. Thank you. Appreciate it. To be fair, I appreciate you lurking, I appreciate you chilling here. Just existing in this general ethos. My little denizens existing in chat. Damn, we're getting too powerful. But yeah, was Crystal ever a playable character in Smash Bros? I feel like if Soja was in chat, he'd tell me. I think he plays a lot of Smash Bros. No? That's genuinely a shame. The amount of Star Fox characters we have in Smash Bros, and 2 of them are well, actually no, 3 of them are practically the same. Star Fox, Falco, and Wolf, for the most part, their movesets are virtually copy-paste, right? I feel like Crystal with her staff, they could have something, you know? Nintendo, if you're listening, which I know you're fucking not. Yeah, I don't know why. Also, at this day and age, where furries are practically rule the internet, Star Fox Adventures on Dinosaur Planet would, you know, re-release that, you'd sell a fuckload. You would sell a crazy amount. I love the regional accents and the bartering system with the in the cave when you're trying to use scarabs to buy items. There's a little lizard in there, and there's a bartering system, and you could piss him off by completely undercutting him all the time, and he gets to the point where he gets so pissed off he'll chase you out the shop. And the rock golem that teleports you around and has a little maze underneath them speaks with a very heavy Scottish accent, like something from Braveheart. Honestly, I have such fond memories of that game. Prince Tricky the dinosaur. Some of those boss fights were cool too. I think there's one against a really, really big T-Rex like thing. For its life cycle, the GameCube had some really, really good titles. It had quite a few exclusive titles as well. So, who remembers Star Wars Rogue Squadron? Because the GameCube had 2 Rogue Squadron games, and both of them were incredible. I think I prefer the second one over the third one, but still, they were pretty incredible. Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine as well. Again, that's one of those games that will last the trials of time, because I mean they've re-released that at least twice. I think they're going to release it on the Nintendo Switch 2 if they haven't already. I don't think it's currently on the catalogue of GameCube games you can play on the Switch 2, but I mean I have the physical copy of the Mario 3D collection that they temporarily released, and I have the digital copy of it. And they did that really well. You know, maybe I do a Super Mario Sunshine stream. I'm not too great at jump puzzles for the large part, but I think it was a little more forgiving when you got FLUDD on your back to jetpack and stuff. FLUDD was pretty much my crutch as a child playing those games. I do remember, for my, I think it was my 13th birthday when I had a GameCube. My brother got me the, is it Paper Mario? No, that wasn't GameCube, that was Wii. Got me Paper Mario on the Nintendo Wii. Absolutely loved that game. Funnily enough, my big brother was my entry into the Final Fantasy world. Because he initially had a PS2, and I know it's a shotgun FLUDD. I don't know. I can't remember. Can't tell you that one. When he used to live in this room, in this house, he didn't really stay in the house too much because he went to uni and moved out, sort of thing, very early. But He had a PS2, and I used to sneak on it when he was either at school or at work. And that was my entry into Final Fantasy, because I think I completed the entire Final Fantasy X while he was out at work, and I loved that game. I never really had 7, which seemed to be everybody's massively favorite Final Fantasy game. I don't think I was a fan of Final Fantasy back then. I preferred Breath of Fire. That was my thing. I also have my original copy of Breath of Fire 4 still on my shelf. I could show you my PS1 collection if anyone's interested. It's not a very extensive one, but they're all games I used to play as a kid. Okay, Aerith and Tifa may be hot, but I'm gonna say it. The fucking Dragon Boy main character of Breath of Fire 4, and the you know what? I need to show you this. I had to type even. Even when I was very young, I clearly had a type, okay? This was back when video games had instruction manuals. I don't think this won't show well in stream, so I'm just gonna grab a picture of it. We're taking a very short pause for a little bit of a detour here. Where is he? My boy. So, the Breath of Fire 4 effectively had 2 main characters, and it had multiple stories to it that weaved together. Now let me just quickly add this source to my stream. That'll be a moment while we take this detour. And we take this little bit of an excursion together. Maybe this is where it all came from. See this? See this right here? This character on Breath of Fire 4, this is Folu. He is an all-powerful dragon boy. That's a fucking twink is what that is. I definitely had a type. I had a type with this guy. And I'm not even gonna pretend I didn't. He changed into dragons as well, because that was the whole gimmick of this game. God, I thought this game was so fucking cool. You know what? That's gonna be my next game on stream. Recently, Capcom have released this. Let's get rid of that for now. Yeah, recently Capcom have actually re-released this onto Steam. So yeah, I would recommend picking it up. It's a very, very good game. It's... Oh, I'm fucking biased. I'm definitely biased. But yeah, give me my twink boy. Where my twink boys at? That was our short detour. Sally be the bear in the big blue house. I'm gonna get fucked taking on this Chimchar with the Trico. But at least if I can take its health down a little bit. Fire Spin's just gonna completely wreck me. Also, I played this game when I was about... I remember purchasing this particular copy of this game from the Asda supermarket with my birthday money when I was about 9 or 10. Because I thought the artwork looked really cool on the front. Because obviously it was in plastic shrink wrapper back then. They still have it. I'll double team for a bit, just so that it can't land a hit on me while I try and catch it. That's the plan anyway. We know it has 41 HP because Facade brought me down to 41. Also, this Twinkie Dragon Boy from Breath of Fire 4. He had like pierced ears and everything. Purple piercings and stuff. Yeah. I certainly had a type. I can't even hide it at that point, can you? Chat, I think I'm cooked. Wait. Just think back to the other games I used to play. I did actually like Nina as well from Breath of Fire 4. She was a Widnian, she had like wings and stuff. I didn't even remember to check the Chimchar. This is what happens when I get brain fog, you know? I get into my train of thought, thinking about stuff, and I forget to check the basics. Fire Punch, let's go! That is probably the best move we can get currently. Fire Punch. Yeah, you want mac and cheese? Baby girl, if I was making mac and cheese, it would be with, we'd have leeks. You'd have leek in it. You'd have, probably some form of either bacon or chicken. I would put paprika and shallots. A little bit of garlic. Okay, take 2 tutorial for egg moves. You get 2 of the same Pokemon. One that you want to teach the egg move to, the other one that has the egg move. Make sure the one that you want to learn the egg move has a free egg slot, a free move slot rather. And then cycle around like a lunatic until the one that has the egg move passes it to the one that doesn't. In Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they do have to be the exact same species. And they have to be the Pokemon that learns the egg move. So, in this case, it's Chimchar. If Chimchar evolved, it wouldn't be able to learn it. This way. According to Reddit. So if it's wrong, flame Reddit, not me. Also, I didn't mean to ignore this, Melly, But yeah, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. It didn't pop up on my sidebar, so I apologize, but I have just seen it in one of my other feeds. So yeah, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it. Hopefully now my lazy ass Chimchar has learned Fire Punch. There we go. All has Fire Punch. That's how it's done. It's a lot quicker when it's, you know, that's the right one. We could do with Thunder Punch, but I really don't want to push it. Melly went bad. I'll take a moment. I will message Melly, and she'll see it in the morning. We're not rude on this channel. There we go. Right, where was I? Okay, we got an egg move on Chimchar, so at this present time, let's carry on from Canalive City. Massive quality of life change, by the way, with this game. Diamond and Pearl was a lot of back and forth and backtracking and stuff. I love that I can go to the menu, tells me exactly where I'm at, what I need to do at the bottom, and the map also shows that. Harbour Inn, the text is too faded to read. I wonder what this might be. Ah shit, rival fight. Did I heal? If I didn't heal, I think I'm getting boned. I didn't heal, I got 3 Pokemon left. Shit. Shit. Oh, I forgot this one. This is gonna be delightful. Also, Intimidate. Intimidate lowered Celebine's attack by 1 stage, and then Celebine's ability increased its attack by 2 stages. Which means Intimidate is actually works to my advantage. So my Celebine is a +1 instead of a +2. -1 rather. It's effectively a no you. I have Chimchar with Iron Fist and Fire Punch. This Grottle should be easy work. I think I still stand a chance, because my levels aren't... I don't have like crazy levels over him, but I am in a slightly good spot. I don't like that though. But it's fine, Grottle's burned. Burn also has the secondary effect that it halves the attack power of whatever Pokemon's burned. We're gonna power up Punch. Oh, that's free. Getting power up Punch here. That is a free attack buff. We take those. The part that I usually didn't like about the OG Diamond and Pearl was the defog part. Right, let's Shadow Claw. Ponyta does outspeed us, but we hit harder. I think one more power up punch should finish it off. Although it does go first, so who knows? I do like the other quality of life change, in which all your hidden moves, your HMs, are all on your Poketch, so you don't have to have a HM slave anymore. Absolutely peak quality of life right there. Weasel. Do we risk it? Fuck it, we're risking it. I've got a +2 attack. As long as it doesn't use Aquajet or something that goes first. We're good. Easy. I came into this fight at a massive disadvantage. 3v5 or something. And currently I'm pacing quite well. My babies are doing good. And that last Pokemon that's alive is Grotle. Not been knocked out. I think we've done it. Mishi thought he had me on the ropes. This is what happens when you corner an animal. Corner my Chimchar. He gonna fuck you up. Also, let me go put this box back, 'cause I think he just got cooked. Right, let's heal before we have any more mishaps. Yeah, we're good. See, we have Byron, Steel. I knew it. Means we can lead with Paul.
Select underscore thinks it's Snacky's time.
Okay, let's see. What do we have in the bag? I'm omitting these because I just had one of those earlier. We got a stream favorite, Demochi. We got some of these berries and cherries, Frutella. No, Canalave isn't a water gym. It's a steel gym. We got some transphobic Harry Potter Butterbird cookies. Shout out Joanne, you callous bitch. Nose rope in tropical and berry. We got this cat candy. Got some special Kit Kats here. We have two different flavors of Pocky. Cookies and cream and strawberry Pocky. That's some yogurt bites. I don't know, take your pick. Got some British candy too. Got some British little drumstick squashies. What are we feeling, Sally? Strawberry. Strawberry what? Strawberry Pocky? I got strawberry Pocky or strawberry cheesecake mochi?
As you reach one, be sure to hydrate.
Take your pick, Sally. I will do that in a moment. Also, I forgot my own rule. The rule that's literally emblazoned on the top right of my screen. Melly did a gift sub, so you can have that. That's a free one for the gift sub. Sally, take your pick. Pocky or Mochi? Where's my bottle gone? Mochi. Scrotal candy it is. Oh, you know what? I do have a special... I can use this one for the hydrate redeem, because it's a special drink. I actually went to eat with family, because we had a free meal at a place. And I picked up one of these because we don't get this in England. It's American grape soda. A long can of grape soda. I heard grape soda was supposed to be quite popular, so why not give it a go? They also had root beer, but I have tried root beer before and it tastes a bit like mouthwash, so a little bit off-putting. This grape soda, on the other hand, it is bright purple, but it's good. Let's open a little mochi. We love the mochi. Even if it does have the texture of a scrotum, they just taste delicious. Sailor Eldridge's house. Oh, is this one with a sick kid? Oh boy, has too much energy. I wish he'd be a little quieter. Probably best not to wish that. My brilliant instincts tell me there's a secret path somewhere in this city and there's treasure beyond that path. You mean that secret path down there? I think I have to have surf for that one. Which I have. Right? There's your secret instinct right there. TM89, a U-turn, the bug move. We do already have that, I think, on Chimchar, so... Right, steel type gym, let's rock it. I think Chimchar's got this. I hope. Now I remember this gym, when I first played through this game, being an absolute shitter, because I think the leader's got a Steelix, and it knows like dragon breath or something. And I remember that dragon breath Steelix being a bit of a shitter to deal with. Ice Fang. Alright. I feel like 2 power-up punches and a fire punch would just probably knock it out. I think they're trying to go for the freeze. It didn't quite work out for it. We're not even that massively over leveled for these gyms either. It's good. The gym I'm not looking forward to is the last gym, the electric gym. I feel like the electric gym's gonna be a sticking point, just like Fantina. Like, Piplup's not gonna fare too well there. Chimchar's moveset doesn't really lend itself to an electric gym. I guess we'll see. We are getting pretty close to it. Yeah, we do have Geodude, and Geodude will probably be our heavy carry. Honestly, when I first started the challenge, I didn't think Geodude would be a lifter, but Geodude's been one hell of a lifter for at least 2 gyms. Plus, every time I asked ChatGPT what ChatGPT decided was the best team for this, it wasn't great, you know. They immediately wanted Elekid and Magby, and like, yeah, Elekid and Magby are great, but not only are they mostly difficult to set up properly, but you may as well get yourself the Chimchar with a hidden ability and stuff, because the starter's hidden abilities can just carry. If it wasn't a Chimchar with Iron Fist, I would have probably built a speed boost Torchic. The speed boost Torchic's just kind of OP. Can use items outside of battle, but we don't actually have any items to heal up with. I'm gonna push on. Oh nice, we got a follow on TikTok. Just the letter A. I'll take it. I will take the letter A, follow me on TikTok. Today is brought to us by the letter A. Which coincidentally is half of the dialect between literally anybody ever and a Canadian person, eh? Shout out my Canadian friends. Actually, my Poison Scorpion might also do pretty well on the electric gym. I see, I'm not saying that word until I've googled what it means. It looks like some form of a health condition with the last bit, or some form of cellular state. It is a health condition. A cellular health condition. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It is pretty much blood cancer. So for those on other platforms, yeah. Agranulocytosis. Another word for a form of blood cancer. Not so fun fact. That word is too many letters for countdown. So you'd get no points in countdown because you don't have enough letters. Here's where we probably... I think I'm just gonna sacrifice Paul at this point. Because we're not Nuzlocking here, so I'm just gonna get the Fire Punch in. If it crits, it crits. A crit. Is that a crit? Apparently it was just really strong. Wasn't even a crit. And then we're gonna go heal, because... yeah, I'm not... I'm not gonna do too well against the gym lead. We ended up going deeper into the maze instead of healing. Let's backtrack there. Honestly though, I love these mazes and these gyms. I feel like Diamond and Pearl in particular was where gyms started to have really fun mazes. I wasn't a fan of your classic, the ice. You know, every Pokemon game likes to have one of those ice puzzles where you're drifting and sliding around, and that's probably my least favorite type of gym puzzle. I know they used to be really, really simple, like the Lieutenant Surge's one where you find a button in one of the trash cans, and then one of the consecutive trash cans has a button in, but if you don't find it the second time, then you have to start again. Was that Lieutenant Surge's, or was that the Morville gym? No, I don't think it was the Morville gym, was it? Yeah, I know. And I know I have one coming up next year. It's such a classic trope as well for the ice type gyms. This one's really cool though, the fact that it's on like 3 layers. I adore the layout of this gym. 4 layers. It is very much steel construction. Yeah, I think that's how I did it last time. I just went for a diagonal. Which you couldn't do in the original game. But we don't tell them that. This is probably terrible for me, but I don't care. This grape soda's pretty good. I can see why it's popular with certain demographics in the United States, because pretty good. Isn't it like one of the most popular southern drinks in the States? Yeah, grape soda. What do you mean you don't think I can say that? Is it not one of the more popular drinks in the southern states? Like Memphis and places like that? That's where the smokehouse, it's called Hickory Smokehouse in the UK. It was based off the south, Memphis, Texas. I think Texas is relatively south, right? Well, I don't know. Sweet tea. I mean that giant can of sweet tea that you can get? Well, grape soda was the special thing that they did. That they in particular apparently do. And I've never seen it anywhere else in the UK, so... Well, according to the can does say it's an iconic, refreshing southern drink. Actually, the can on the back, the full write-up on the can on the back says, many years ago, on one of our early road trips across the southern states, we stopped off at an unassuming barbecue joint just outside of Austin, Texas. One sip later, our lives were transformed forever by the taste of this iconic, refreshing southern drink. So excuse me if it's wrong, but I'm getting my information literally from a can. Just like most of my information about the United States that comes from popular TV shows. Hello, welcome to the stream, and I know you're totally new here. But for those of you that are new here, I'm Sky. I do Pokemon and shit. I also actually play Tarkov and League, and I play mostly cozy games, but occasionally I hate myself. What can I say? There's a little bit of me. There's a little bit of a masochist. But it's fine. Apparently being a masochist is entertaining, right? Also, if you are watching me on TikTok, don't forget to spam that like button. Spam it until your fingers are nubs. This looks like the run up to the gym leader. This looks like I'm getting somewhere. Just one more ace trainer. I don't hate myself that much, okay? I know Puck would want to see me play Dark Souls, because Puck, I think that's his favourite series. Isn't there 3 of those games? Wait, check my Steam library. I might actually have one of the Dark Souls games, because I remember either Dark Souls or something like that, I remember grabbing on a sale and never touching. Shit, and a Azumarill. What are you doing in a steel gym? The fuck's an Azumarill doing in a steel gym? I'll tell you what an Azumarill's doing in a steel gym. Is making sure I have a really bad day. Hang on, I'll use my other hand and I'll check. I don't see if I even have anything like that. Oh, I do have Dark Souls 3 in my library. Yeah, in Steam I have Dark Souls 3 in my library. I do not have any of the others. Although I have plenty of games that I need to play through. I have plans on stream to play through Breath of Fire 4. Because I'll probably stupidly do all the voices to that one because it's not voiced. And I love that game. Here we go, here's the leader. I also have plans to play through the Atelier Ryza series. The Atelier series of games, like every game is different, a bit like Final Fantasy, but the Atelier Ryza is a series of 3 of those Atelier games that sort of follow on consecutive stories. And I did initially have it for Switch, but I had to sell my Switch games when I hit financial difficulties, and I do have them on Steam though, because I was gifted them. So that'll be a series that I'll play through on stream as well. All 3 of those. Along with all the Persona games, because I love Persona. And last time I played Persona 5? I want to say 5. I may have spent the entire game looking for the giant penis demon. Also, this gym leader only has 3 Pokemon, and I'm gonna be real, I'm just gonna use Bronzor to power up Punch, and then once I've built it up, I might be able to just sweep through the rest of his, because his third Pokemon, his Ace, is a bit too strong, and I want to be able to one-tap it. So I'm using Bronzor to set up. The good news is all these power punches will give me extra stats, plus the stab bonus for Fire Punch, plus the Iron Fist bonus for Fire Punch. Which means Fire Punch is arguably the best physical fire move we can have on Chimchar. That might be a problem though. If I can't snap out of confusion and I end up hitting myself with this many attack boosts, it's gonna fucking hurt. It is gonna probably knock me out. Okay, here's Steelix. Info. Shit. Oh. Oh. Oh, we dodged it. And snapped out of confusion. This could be big. It has sturdy. It has sturdy and it outspeeds me. I'm getting hit with an earthquake next turn. If I don't get hit by an earthquake, oh, he's used a full restore. I hope I burn him. If I burn him, that Steelix is good as dead. No? No burn? Is he gonna waste another full restore on this? Hyper Potion? If that Hyper Potion doesn't get it to full health... Oh, it did. Right. Go for the burn. Burn that snake. Landed a crit. I hate sturdy when it's not my sturdy. Also, because there's no trick room anymore, I outspeed it. Bye, Steelix. I don't really know why I was worried about that. Ah, shit, Bastiodon. I've powered up enough, right? I've powered up enough to sweep this, right? Surely I've powered up enough. No. Berry? That... Citrus? Citrus. I think we're just getting lucky here. There we go. That is the steel gym done. Honestly, I'll take that. I could not have asked for a better steel gym though. Also, considering most of you in my chat are American, answer a question for me. Because in this restaurant that I went to, every single soft drink, or as you would call them, soda, every single one of them had a float variety that had like some custardy cream on top of it. Is that like just a thing that you do naturally with most carbonated beverages, or is it just, you know, is it one of those things that you do with a particular carbonated beverage and this restaurant's overdoing it because why not? Oh. You're even tough enough to take a shot at becoming the Pokemon champion. Of course, I'm tougher. Are you though? Are you though? Because last I checked, I swept your team with just 3 Pokemon. And I was not ready. Canalab Library. Is he going to show me Dialga and Palkia that I totally don't already have registered into my Pokedex? What's happening now? This nerd. We're going to the 3rd floor where all the picture books are. Because they're easy to read. Oh yeah, it's Professor. Well, if he studies the evolution of Pokemon, I'm sorry, I'm not going to help his studies because I'm not evolving here. Okay. He wants the 3 Pokemon of the lake, Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit. if he checks my Pokedex, then, you know. Check my DMs. What do we have? Is that what I think it is? First of all, thank you. You didn't have to. Second, I will redeem it off stream because I don't want it to slow down this. I've already had a few issues with my internet after the power cut, so I don't want to interrupt my stream for it. I'll probably install it later. I'm not sure it's the sort of game that I'd play on this channel, but I will play it. Maybe just stream it in my Discord. I'll have to see. But this Sinnoh myth book, I think, is I go at everything blind. Surely the whole point of a video game is to go in it blind. I mean, if you have everything explained to you, there's got to be a point where people, you know, play a video game for the first time and they have to learn. That's the experience that I like best. You should know this, Ice Pop. A huge explosion at Lake Valor. Oh no. Wonder what that can be. Surely it can't be Team Galactic, right? Head to the Pokemon Center real quick. You know what I'd like to do though? One of the Pokemon challenges I'd like to do on my channel. I was just thinking about it. I was sat in the bath today thinking about it. But I don't know what the best game is to start it. It would be a Pokemon Alphabet Challenge, where the first Pokemon I start with has to start with an A, and I can only catch a Pokemon if its name begins with a B. But I don't know. I don't know which game I'd have to start with, because it depends on the starters, really. The starter would have to start with an A. And off the top of my head, I cannot think of a starter that begins with a letter A. Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile. Torchic, Trico, Mudkip. Chimchar, Turtwig, Piplup. Tepig, Snivy, Oshawott. Fennekin, Chespin, Froakie. Scorbunny, Grookey, Sobble. Litleo, Rowlet, Poplio. Litten, rather. Brigatito, Coco, Paxley. There isn't a single Pokemon starter that begins with an A. So whether I go the route of just pick a starter and go for a Pokemon that begins with an A, maybe I use a randomizer and randomize it until a Pokemon with the letter A appears and start from there. I don't know. Would people enjoy watching a randomizer? If I was to play, I don't know, Black and White randomized? Because I like Black and White, and I feel like Black and White doesn't get enough credit. What do we think, chat? Would you enjoy a randomized Black and White run in which I can only catch... Actually, no, just randomized. black and white run, to be fair. Doing the alphabet challenge on that might be virtually impossible because of it be randomized. You could immediately walk into Giratina or something. I think that's half the fun of a randomizer. Look, you're always biased. You love watching me play Pokemon. And I am fine with that. We need to go to the lake over here. Yeah, the next gym requires defog. And it's probably my most... As much as I absolutely adore ice Pokemon, this is by far my most hated part of this particular game. Because I think the snow is too obnoxious. Also, I have a friend over here in the UK. I've known him for a while. He does metal music, and he doesn't mind me using some of his music on our streams. So, along with the music we have from May the DJ that we can use on this stream, I will also be adding that to the repertoire. I also think we have Shade's music to be added too, so we should have a nice variety of music to go at on the streams, just to inject a little more personality into everything, you know. Did I take a wrong turn? Oh yeah, I did. Can't go to Sunnyshore until I've gone to the ice place. Right, these are all Team Galactic trainers, and have poison types. Let's get Abra up there first. Gonna lead with Abra, because it's pretty low as far as levels compared to the rest of the team, and we're gonna need it for the Elite Four. Need to keep everything relatively even. Magikarp's always weakly flopping erect. I still think Team Galactic have really shit haircuts. You can't prove otherwise. I hope, for their sake, that their leader was just like, okay, just everyone has to wear these silly wigs. Also, everyone, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and all that good stuff. We appreciate those. Like, subscribes, follows, comments, all that good stuff. Helps the channel grow. Helps me do what I do. Just imagine, when I finish this challenge, the the sheer ecstasy of finally being able to evolve these Pokemon. Also, who are you calling worthless? Those Magikarp aren't worthless, they become Gyarados. Just, you know, kick them a little bit. Level them up. We will fight all of these. XP's XP. I want to know how it is that you would get recruited for one of these teams, and why you can only have certain Pokemon. X-Scissor, that might be handy. They're finally replacing Pin Missile. I feel like if I didn't choose Piplup as a starter, I think on my team I'd probably have like a Shelder or something. A Skill Link Shelder. Because that thing can do consistent, really hard damage. I'm going to take a very quick break. Bio break. Okay, hey, we're back. Let's get this done. Let's fuck up these galactic people. Stupid haircuts. How's chat doing? How are you doing? You all good? I hope you're good. Are you entertained tonight? I think tonight's stream we're gonna go to Snow Point, and then we'll take out that gym, and once that gym's done, that'll be tonight's stream. That's tonight's goal anyway. Granted, we could, you know, we could have a sticking point. We'll have to see. It's certainly one of those things that can change depending on trainers and how they go. But I feel getting 2 gyms out of the way is a huge positive. Plus, when we get the last gym done, the very last gym, at that point, and only that point, will Piplup finally be able to learn a physical water move. And for once, our Piplup will have a full 4 moves that are effective on it. Because unfortunately at present, we only have Hydro Pump, which, granted, it's not the worst move, especially with Piplup's special attack and attack being so similar. Could be better, especially with Piplup's ability. I do feel like Piplup in general got kinda cooked by its hidden ability. It's not exactly a hidden ability that lends itself to Piplup that well, but it is good for some different tech. Here we go. Is that bitch again? If he thinks he'll fare any better than Jupiter, he has another thing coming. He is almost guaranteed to outspeed me here. Oh no? No? He doesn't? The fuck? Is his Kadabra so shit that it can't even outspeed an Abra? The fuck? Team Galactic really are something else, huh? Our little baby is sweeping. I'm so proud of my kids. Imagine if he was a real person, how pissed off he'd be that he just got swept by an Abra. He thought it was in the bag when he pulled out his Kadabra on me. Nah. Need to go back to school, son. Okay, Lake Verity we go. All the way near Twin Leaf. Go thrash another Team Galactic admin. I'll double battle them. I'll gladly double battle them. Not like they're gonna be a problem, is it? Although I do kind of miss having a flying type. Because I can't Earthquake in this situation without knocking out one of my own. Not that I think that'll be a problem, to be fair. I don't know what it's called, but the animation on Retaliate is like a classic Japanese trope. I just love the cinematic of that. And in every RPG, one of the moves is always like that. It's kind of like your classic samurai movie sort of thing. I remember seeing it for the first time, thinking it was really cool in Disgaea. One of the spear women that was Rasbarrel's friends in Absence of Detention. They had a move like that, and I thought that was really cool. Disgaea is also a series I came too late. I ended up getting it on PS Vita-able consoles, which is a highly underrated console. I feel like, well, we know that Sony didn't really market it very well in Western regions, but the PS Vita absolutely flourished in the Oriental territories. I think it had like a lifespan triple what we had on it. They're not really, are they? Poor little grunts. One of them had a fart squirrel, the other one had a cat. And neither of them were able to really get anywhere. No, stop evolving. That's it. Good boy. Stay tiny. You too, Ivy. Everyone wants to evolve. If the mission is successful, we'll get a great bonus. You think? Fart squirrel and a butterfly. Now tell me, Stunky, they made a conscious decision to make Stunky's face look like a butt crack. You cannot convince me otherwise that that fart squirrel does not have an arse for a face, and they designed that. Oh. That could have been, that could have gone bad. That could have gone really bad. Both of those may outspeed me, so I'm just gonna swap back, just in case. If I can take one of them off the field. I'm glad Sucker Punch didn't hit. Scops has such a great defense there. What'd you get? What food did you make? Hopefully good food. What's a tater tot? We probably call them something different. What's a tater tot? What is it? Explain. Because we probably call them something different over here. A nugget of like a potato croquette. French fried nugget. The fact that Abra survived with 1 HP that battle. I know they have my back. Oh. They look like mini hash browns. They look very much like mini hash browns. I could get behind those. I'd probably eat them by seeing how many I could fit in my cheeks like a hamster. Golbat is definitely outspeeding me here, and I think I only have 1 HP or 3 HP. That's not ideal. U-turn. Interesting choice, but Okay. Damn, now I wish I swapped to Chimchar. Chimchar could have fucked that fat pussy up. The power of punch. Unfortunately, it outspeeds me. I guess Chimchar will still fuck that fat pussy up. I kind of like Mars's haircut compared to the other one. Shit. We're not outspeeding it either. Triss Parry? Triss Parry. Hey, you know what? Bring out Rock Boy. Slash won't do a thing to it. We're not outspeeding it, but... Why didn't it use that against Piplup? Would have been great against Piplup. Honestly, Piplup would have been terrified if it used it against Piplup. Uses it again. Piplup would be at least +2 right now. At this point. Yeah, that's what we do to fat cats around here. We're in a little bit of a pinch. But I don't think at this point I should be concerned. Which is exactly what I said when we faced that Charge Beam Abra. Now let's cheese it. Ivy can take a few hits, surely. +2 evasion. +3 evasion. +4 evasion. We can get it to +6. +5 evasion. We'll get it to +6 and we'll chip away. It depends, you see. Geodude using self-destruct is powerful and everything, but I think what you need to understand is in the Pokemon universe, self-destruct doesn't really damage humans that much. As it's a cartoon and stuff, I've seen Electrode in the cartoon blow up right next to Ash. Or blow up right on Team Rocket, you know, and they've still been alive. It hasn't done any property damage, they're still alive. Sometimes a little bit of property damage, maybe a little crater. Worst case scenario, your Geodude self-destructing at school. You'll have a lot of kids that have really crazy hair and are soot black because of the explosion. Classic cartoon behavior. Like Wile E. Coyote. The person would faint. Destiny Bond faints the user, so I mean, if you use Destiny Bond on a person and then forced your Pokemon to faint, the person would faint. I mean, it's not lethal. It's not moral. There are far more immoral things to do. Like catching a Darkrai and making an entire town fall to an eternal sleep that they're constantly receiving damage from. There are far more immoral things to do in the Pokemon universe than Destiny Bond. Having a Dialga use its magic, its space magic. I don't know what a sheep percent Minecraft speedrun is, and I'm not sure I want to do a Minecraft run. I'm not sure I want to be a Minecraft YouTuber, you know? A Twitch streamer. Minecraft streamer. Because you know what happens when I hit 1,000 followers? You know what happens? You have to... It's the Minecraft pipeline and that... Not for me. I can't follow in the footsteps of the Minecraft streamers. There we go, we cheesed it and we fucked her up. Minecraft pipeline might be wild, but you tell me I'm wrong. One of those proven pipelines for a streamer. Hey Google, did Dr. Disrespect ever play Minecraft? We do jokes here. Now I have to go and do all the defoggy stuff in the snow with all the skiers and... Friendship checker. I could go and pick up some more Pokechaps from Heart City, but Life City rather, but I don't need them. Okay, Chimchar, let's go to Snow Point. Making our way to Snow Point. Honestly, this Bidoof is lucky it's to live today. Maybe that's the same Bidoof. Used to have strength for that rock. You know what I will do though, if I have one? Don't usually use repels, but if I have one, I don't mind using one here. Flash cannon. Can't teach that to anyone. I do not have any repels. I don't have strength. I'm missing strength. Shit. I think I can go up from Celestic Town where all those stupid Psyduck had headaches. We don't have rock climb. Best town. Are we talking design or are we talking how fun it is to get to or something? What defines best town? If I know what defines it, then, you know, either or, right. For music, best town for music, I'd have to say Lavender Town, just because of how classic it is. You can't really... 9 times out of 10, if you are familiar at all with Pokemon, you'll hear Lavender Town theme. You'll know it. Actual town design. I think I like one of the... It's in Galar region. I can't remember the name of the town in the Galar region. Its name sort of evades me. Slightly biased because, you know, Galar region's based off Britain. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm thinking about it. It's the town where you faced Marnie's big brother in the gym. I can... Yeah, I'm thinking. I still need strength. It's not Hammerlock, because Hammerlock is Raihin. Wyndon is the... Elite Four kind of thing. I think it's Pierce is the gym leader. I'm trying to think. Spikemuth, that's the one. I just really like the design of Spikemuth. Where you get the dark badge. I also like the town where, not the town, but in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, once you complete the game, there's like, you can go back and talk to Guzma at his little hideout, and I find that design's really nice. Looks like I go through the door, I tap down slightly, go through the door again. I need to go to Route 209 to get strength. Which I think's near Salacian Town. Oh look, it actually tells me where I need to go. I was looking for all the towns. It tells me where to go. Tells me I need strength, and gives me that little hint. I think I need to go in here. There's somebody in here that gives me strength. Fucking Zubat. You get to live today, Zubat. Level 18. I do like the redesigns that they did for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire though. Gotta say that the redesigns of Ruby and Sapphire were really nice. As much as people bitched and moaned about BDSP, with it being chibis and this particular method of art style, I appreciate the fact that it's on par with the original. I can appreciate that. I just wish that when they do remakes, they would remake the third game content with it all. Because I felt like, although there was the extra scenario to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire where you could catch the Mega Rayquaza and then you go and take that and catch Deoxys, that was cool and all. But, hear me out here. Battle Frontier. Such an essential part of Emerald. Half of the fun for me with Wii game, I think it was Pokemon Battle Revolution. It was just the extra additional challenge of those weird restrictions that you could have. And that was something that the Battle Frontier really brought to Emerald. Sure, it might not have been the most engaging content as far as exploration is concerned, but if you're really into the ins and outs of battling, then it's definitely one of the best. Do we have anyone in chat that actually played Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Nintendo Wii? That's exactly what I assumed and hoped Pokemon Champions would be like. I'd hoped Champions would have more strange battle rules and NPCs you could fight against as well as players, but yeah, I think I was very disappointed by Champions. They've got time to improve champions. It is new. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'll try it a bit later. But as it stands, I'm not a fan of champions. I wanted to like it. I really did. I suppose the biggest benefits champions is it is free. And it will be on mobile. So you don't have to buy an expensive console to play champions. So that's a positive, at least. In Pokemon Battle Revolutions, it's like the Nintendo Wii version of Pokemon Coliseum and Stadium. However, each of the separate paths that you could take, eventually you fight like the equivalent to a gym leader through that path, and they're wearing clothing that symbolizes a Pokemon. For example, one of them is wearing like a Groudon outfit. However, probably one of the most underrated shiny hunts in Pokemon because of how long it takes you to simply get there each time. Those particular leaders can wear shiny versions of their Pokemon outfits. And the problem with that is, once you beat that leader, you unlock the outfit for you to wear yourself. However, if you have already beaten the leader, and you see the shiny version of their outfit, you don't get that. So if you want to obtain the shiny version of the leader's outfit, you have to get to the leader. If they don't have the shiny version of their outfit, you have to lose and start again until they do have the shiny version. That's the only way you can get that. These days, if they were to do something like that, they would probably allow you to get both outfits, and they'd patch that out. But back in the days of the Nintendo Wii, we didn't really patch games. Not in the traditional sense that we do today. Can you imagine though, as a kid, going through all of that, and you've already unlocked the gym leader's outfit only to see the shiny one? The only hint that we had as well that they had a shiny outfit was the Nintendo magazine back in the day. When it was showcasing Battle Revolution, one of the images in that magazine showed the shiny Groudon outfit. And at the time, I thought it was just the fact that sometimes when a magazine can print, it can have like different colours. Maybe they're running out of ink or something. Little did I know. Now I want to set up my Wii again and play Battle Revolution. Can I connect my 2DS to Battle Revolution on the Wii? If I can, that's pretty good. I should be able to get all my old Pokemon back. If anyone's asked that question on Google. Ooh, an oval stone. I remember you could also use your Nintendo DS as a controller for Battle Revolution. Okay, as long as you're using one of the DS titles, you can use it with the 2DS. So I can use my 2DS XL for my Wii for Battle Revolution. However, if you have Pokemon Platinum and you play Battle Revolution, any of the specific Platinum forms, like Giratina's Origin form, Shaman's Sky form, they do not show up in Battle Revolution because it is coded for Diamond and Pearl only. Right, next, I think we need to head now to go to Snowpoint. I might pick up some repels on the way. I think 10 should do. Don't know how many steps it is there, but I'm also going to take some potions this time. Take 20 potions. And we'll take 100 Pokeballs. Or 150 because I can't bother to go down. If I can't catch it in a Pokeball, I don't care. You know what, actually? I get some heal balls. I want to catch Palkia in a heal ball. Same catch rate as a Pokeball. I sometimes like to catch them in Premier Balls. Also, this statue's got both Dialga and Palkia elements to it. Strength. feel like strength is kind of redundant. Rock polish, which we kind of don't need, but it's TM69. Nice. Okay, we need to head up. We need to defog. Defog right here. Okay. Move through this as quick as we can. Not like we need to catch any Pokemon here. I think I need to surf actually. Unless I can get this way. Okay, we can get this way. Onto the ill-fated Route 216. I do like the remix tracks from here, but I don't know what the fuck that guy's doing. Last I checked, that's not how you ski. The weirdest skiing maneuver I've ever seen. We'll swap to Chimchar at front this time. And I also want Piplup following me in through the snow. Maybe I can't have anyone following me through the snow. Ace Trainer. No, there ain't no way that someone that's Ace has one of those as their Pokemon. Can't fool me. He's not Ace. She ain't Mocha. Mocha's arguably cuter. Should I say objectionably cuter? Welcome back, Icy. Flamethrower? Why would we want flamethrower? Why would Paul want flamethrower? Oh, Paul is not evolving. Where is Ivy? You evolve? When I want you to evolve. Never. Little cabin here where you can rest. I hope they change these sheets. You never see a washing machine in Pokemon unless it's a Rotom. I don't think there's any avoid in that one. Okay, with his little curly quiff at the front of his head. I'm pretty sure Chimchar's been doing that cocaine. We no longer outspeed it. Had to have static. Light screen? Fucking paralyzed, of course paralyzed would hit us. We got Hawkinged. Hawkinged by the Ace Trainer. I hope he has some slow Pokemon. Well, we're no longer paralyzed. Caliper. Shit. Oh, now it outspeeds us. Probably. It's probably outspeeding us here now. Okay, but I'll take the stockpile. Didn't increase its stats enough to matter. We don't want to take out that though. Not with a Chimchar. Damn, Geodude. Surprisingly strong for a little rocky boy. Well, it no longer outspeeds. And its tailwind isn't up anymore. Not sure how close I am to Snow Point. I think I'm very close to Snow Point. I prefer to avoid battle. Those two though. Yeah, he has Rock Climb. There's Rock Climb. We needed that. That was important. Now we just have to make our way to the city. I like the snow animation in the newer version of this game though. The snow animation is really nice. When you're walking in it and it's peeking behind you. I appreciate that. That's the Glaceon rock, where you can evolve Eevee to Glaceon. Best Pokemon. No contest. Wasn't avoiding that one, to be fair. Can I power up sweep it, or is that Krogan have something I don't want it to have? Ah, Venoshock. I'm gonna get poisoned, aren't I, straight away? Oh no. Right, I'll take that. Maybe. I know how unlucky I usually am with status effects. Ouch. Yeah, that's rough. Okay, this should be enough to sweep it. Everything that comes out now. We just gotta hope that we don't... We have to outspeed everything that comes out. And that hail isn't gonna wreck our day. I don't think Power Up Punch can knock this out in one, even with 3 buffs. I think we're getting knocked out. Oh, no, Stealth Rock. Power Up Punch will have 5 buffs by the time I'm finished. I think I have to swap out after knocking out Onyx though, because that hail will just tear me a new one. Even if I knock out the next thing instantly, the hail would knock me out anyway, so I have to switch. Or not. Not the best, but at this point acceptable. I'll accept the loss there for that. Choke me, daddy. Gets knocked out. No one evolves. Them's the rules. Yeah, there's a trainer there. Oh, I can use that. so many ace trainers around here. I'm still looking forward to the gym though. This gym with Chimchar, I should be able to sweep it. Also, don't forget, if you are watching on TikTok, don't forget to like their stream. Also, those little pictures that you can send, they're cute, right? We like TikTok for that. Seeking. Got a Seeking boy here. Oh well. Should be able to make short work of this. I'll take that, that's a free one. Nope. The penguin does not evolve. It stays small and it stays cute. I know I need to go to the lake, but no, not yet. We shall wait and press on just so we get to this. As long as I go into the Pokemon Center here. Then I unlock this place to fly. Oh look, it's a Torchic. Oh, it's this trade. If you trade a Medicham for the Haunter, fuck you, the Haunter's not going to evolve. It has an Everstone. That's a guaranteed Everstone right there. You're not getting the evolution. No free Gengar at this house. She even laughs at you, thinking that you thought that it was going to evolve. That all he does? Yep. No. Snow. More snow. And now we go to the lake. Lake Acuity. Look to bowl cut A and B. I like Noctowl. Out of all the Pokemon that Ash caught, Noctowl, the only shiny he ever had. Okay, Snow Point Gym. I feel like Ash in the early seasons, his Pokemon never really got the spotlight they deserved because he caught so many extra Pokemon that you just don't really see him use. Like, he occasionally used his Primeape, a little bit, not much. He had 30 Tauros that he caught in a banned episode. So, I mean, there was that. But they weren't really used much. His Kingler practically got forgotten. The only time we ever actually saw any of Ash's Pokemon get used properly was when it came about the Battle Frontier. When we got the Battle Frontier series, that's when Ash finally had use out of some of his other Pokemon. Okay, the trick is to smash all of the things. Smashy, smashy. Also dealing with the trainers. Getting though. Maybe they patched it and I can't go diagonal. It's not letting me go diagonal, so they possibly patched it. Seem to remember being able to go diagonal. Damn it. Would do, wouldn't it? Oh well. Fire punch away. He's such a douche with his silly hair. That's not an ice type. Fuck that out of the gym. Get it out. Go away. Okay, we don't want to fall asleep. Let's swap out. I think I'm getting knocked out here. Who brings a Quagsire to an ice gym? Really? Again, good job, this isn't a Nuzlocke. Otherwise, we'd be screwed. Still not evolving. Bad monkey. Feel like I may need him later. It's certainly not letting me use diagonals here. I know I have to fight her. I think. I just don't want to. Fine. If I have to, I'll do it. Seriously though, why a Pelipper in an ice gym? What is with these weird Pokemon? I mean, at least that deals with it. I mean, they can do what they want. They can throw water Pokemon at me. I have a Trico. And Trico's eating good. Ice Gym. they have a Steelix. We have Sally Bean here though. It's just Sally Bean wouldn't be good in this gym. Now, Paul on the other hand. Honestly though, these ace trainers in this gym are incredibly obnoxious for the Pokemon they bring out. Yeah, the rest of her team doesn't have a single ice move though, and they were both water type. And Steelix had Ice Fang when we fought Steelix in the Steel Gym. I feel like if you took all the times I've had to cancel evolutions throughout these streams, it'd be like the majority of the stream. That one snowball there. I need to get up. Oh. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's go to the other side for that one. Finally. Now imagine doing all this and accidentally leaving through the front door and having to do it all again. I will save here. This is tonight's final challenge. I'm gonna beat this hoe. Hopefully in one. Can my babies beat Candace? Okay, Snova's kind of free, I think, so I'm gonna use it to level Power Up Punch. Wait, no. Probably has Wood Hammer or something, so I'm gonna get it off the field pretty quickly. I don't trust it to have an anti-fire move. I know what these gyms are like. And Sneasel probably has Sucker Punch. Dig. That's gonna hit hard. Okay. If Sneasel uses Dig next turn, probably won't. It'll use an Ice move, but if it does, Earthquake's twice as powerful. Never mind. Never mind. Didn't even need it. Right, Medicham. Medicham. Okay. We got Sally Bean here. Sally Bean has Drill Pack. Brick Break. Where's Medicham's Ice move when you need it? Sally Bean's getting knocked out if I'm not careful. That Brick Break's strong and it would smash, instantly smash out my rock. I think the only thing we have that'll tank another one is our little Scorpion. Yeah. Should be able to deal with Medicham. It's low enough. As I think I can tank, I'm going to throw out the Toxic Spikes to poison whatever comes in next. Because it's either going to be a... I can't remember entirely. It's probably a Weavile. And if it's not a Weavile, it'll be a Snover's evolution, a Bomber Snow. And either way, it can and will get poisoned. Nice. That all but negated its thing. That's gonna hurt. Ouch. I'm not that concerned at this point. We should be fine. Worst case scenario, they get poisoned when they throw in their last Pokemon. And we wait it out. But I don't think we'll need to do that. Because either way... A Bomber Snow. Yeah, no, we got this. I'll take a maximum weakness to fire, please. Thank you. Imagine this being your gym leader's ace. And a Bomber Snow. Of all the Pokemon she could have had, I would have given her a Glaceon. I would have given her a Glaceon as her ace. Because a Bomber Snow is just... that happens to it. The smallest fire move melts it. Literally. Okay. Our babies beat Candice. Candice is gone. We are still not evolving. Nobody gets to evolve. A one badge to go, and it's probably the one I don't know. He has an ace Luxray. And we do have a Geodude, so... guess we'll find out. Okay, so at this point we are saving. And I think that's it for today. So don't forget to like the stream if you're on YouTube or TikTok. Subscribe or follow if you can, and thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to go and we're going to raid out to a channel. We're going to see who's currently streaming. Don't forget, when I raid you out, be friendly, say hi to whoever we're raiding, and all in all, have a wonderful night. Let's see what we got here. See who we got currently live. And good night, Sally. It's very windy. If my streams were loading, I could tell you who we have live. Actually, we have quite a few people that we follow live, so I'm gonna throw you over to... See who's playing the closest game to what we've got. I'm gonna throw us over to a Valorant stream. The Cakes and their Valorant stream. So don't forget to say hi when I throw over, and have a wonderful night. Thanks for watching.